like a Hellcat.
Before we get started, I have a favor. If you enjoy my content and want to see me continue to improve in both quality and size, please check out my Patreon linked in the description. Any amount helps and it is greatly appreciated. There are so many rewards for each level of donation, so go check it out. Now back to the video. Hey everyone, this is EmeraldAvengerG. As we approach the end of 2019 and the end of the decade, I wanted to look back and reflect on all that happened and all that was accomplished in and by Overwatch this year. Now, I've played Overwatch since the beta, however, rather inconsistently, taking multi-season long breaks due to frustration or overall busyness. But this year, I have played Overwatch pretty consistently, at least 3 times a week for most weeks of the year, especially now that I'm on an esports team. This year, in my opinion, has been one of the best years for Overwatch in the past several years. With new heroes, maps, and features and many event challenges, there was a lot of new Overwatch content for the community to take advantage of. Starting off with January, we had the Ana Bastet Challenge, the second of many new mini-event style challenges that Blizzard introduced with the Shooting Star animated short and the Busan map. This was called the Nano Cola Challenge. With the Ana Bastet Challenge, we saw a new short story, which depicts Ana and Jack Morrison's activities after the Old Soldiers comic. In addition, we were also able to earn several sprays, a player icon, as well as an awesome Ana Epic skin. Later in January, we got the Year of the Pig Lunar New Year event. As usual, the Lunar New Year was a bit lackluster. No new game types or maps, only a handful of new skins. January also saw the reveal of Paris. Shortly after, in February, we received a teaser for Baptiste, and the new Paris map was launched live. And later in March, Baptiste was revealed and released. Paris is a 2CP map that has been poorly received. The map enables a bunker and barrier style of play, which irritates many players. It's also very small in close quarters, which confines and shortens most battles. Baptiste, on the other hand, was received with open arms, being another skill-based healer similar to Ana, as well as expanding the roster of Talon, despite him being a defector. With a very unique and very diverse hero kit, he is an even better DPS and healer than most of the other DPSs and healers on the roster. In April, Storm Rising, the 2019 Archives event, was launched, with the addition of the new escort map Havana. Storm Rising was poorly received due to the recycled enemy types and wave styles. However, the event did show off a new weather effect system that we may see in the future, including in Overwatch 2, as well as an in-game cutscene which revealed more story and teased for future events, possibly including teases for Overwatch 2. Early May, we finally received Havana as a playable map. Unlike the previous map, this one has wide chokes and is overall more open, which allowed for several different playstyles to be achieved. Overall, it was pretty well received. Near the end of May, Blizzard launched the 2019 anniversary event for Overwatch, representing the start of the 4th year of Overwatch as a live game. In addition, Blizzard also revealed and released a long-awaited feature, the Workshop, an in-game customization and pseudo-modding tool that allows players to create their own game modes and possibly new heroes. In late May, we were also given yet another long-awaited feature, Replays, which allowed us to go back and look at our previous games, up to 10 at a time, and see from different angles, from different other heroes' perspectives, at different speeds, what happened in that game. This is sort of sprouted off of the Overwatch League replay viewer, but was introduced just in time for the new season. June brought us the Baptiste Reunion Challenge, which gave us some backstory on Baptiste as a character, as well as the struggles to leave and avoid Talon. We were also introduced to a new character that was believed to be the next hero, Malga, a hot-headed brute that worked with Baptiste and Talon. However, we must continue to wait to see what Blizz has in store for this character. Completing the challenge gave us a new player icon, spray, and the Combat Medic skin for Baptiste. July 16th was the launch of the Summer Games 2019, a rather underwhelming event. Later that month, Sigma was teased as the next hero, an astrophysicist obsessed with unlocking the secrets of and controlling gravity, who broke his mind in a failed experiment. He now works for Talon, although whether he is a weapon or an actual member of the organization is yet to be fully revealed. Early August, he, as well as the long-awaited feature Roll Queue, were added, swiftly removing goats as the top meta and replacing it with Double Barrier, which was greatly enabled by Sigma. Brigitte also received a minor rework, changing how her healing and armor packs work. This patch also began a series of patches that would nearly entirely overhaul the balance of the game. Next thing we saw was the Overwatch LEGO cross-promotion, the Bastion Break Challenge, in mid-September, which had no new lore, but instead just a new Bastion skin and cosmetics. October saw the normal Halloween Terror event, seeing few changes in the normal number of skins that we see every year. This carried the same for most of the events throughout the year, and unfortunately led them to be underwhelming. But in November, we found out why. November saw the yearly Blizzard convention, BlizzCon. Along with other upcoming Blizzard titles, Blizzard showed off Overwatch 2, which is a PvE expansion / sequel to Overwatch, which will bring campaign, PvE missions, several new heroes all at once, new game type, new maps, and an updated UI as well as graphical engine. Although no release date has been announced quite yet, Jeff Kaplan stated that we will hear more information on the game at BlizzCon 2020, but they will go silent until then. We, unlike previous years, did not get a new hero and map this year, but instead we only got the spectacular 0-hour cinematic, which announced Overwatch 2. After BlizzCon, we were given the Mercy Recall Challenge, which introduced us to new lore explaining Mercy's whereabouts after the defusal of Overwatch and right after the recall. She runs into Soldier 76 and Ana after the Bastet Challenge storyline. In this event, you can also unlock her Dr. Ziegler skin, as well as a couple of new cosmetics to go along with it. Late November saw the biggest of the rework and overhaul patches. In this patch, all the main barrier tanks had about 30% of their barrier's health removed, but each also received individual buffs to increase their power. Ryan was made faster and harder for enemies to move, Orisa was made more independent and survivable away from her barrier, and Sigma's buffs were in a similar vein. All armor also had the pre-GOAT's nerfs reverted to reduce damage now by 5 instead of 3. Shortly after, we also got a new patch that introduced a While You Wait feature, which allowed you to select between various While in Queue game types, like a While in Queue deathmatch, custom games, normal skirmish, as well as the practice range. Mid-December brought the 2019 Winter Wonderland. This didn't have many new additions, but there was a new deathmatch mode called May's Snowball Deathmatch. This was the Snowball Offensive, but instead of teams, it was a free-for-all and had a score limit. You can now catch snowballs if you reacted fast enough, and could also hold up to 3 at one time. Hero and story-wise, this year has been great for Overwatch. We've had more forward progression with the story, instead of the usual backpedaling and fill-in lore that we have been used to over the past 3 years. Sigma and Baptiste were also both great and very welcome additions to the Overwatch roster. On the other hand, it would have been great to have received another hero at BlizzCon, but unfortunately we have to wait. I'm honestly really looking forward to what Overwatch has in store for us in 2020. I cannot wait to hear more information on Overwatch 2, and I cannot wait to see what events and heroes we get until that point. What do you guys think? Have you enjoyed Overwatch in 2019 as much as I have? I've kind of been half interested, half disinterested, just because there wasn't a lot of massive stuff besides roll queue and the heroes that was absolutely big to me. Like, the workshop was not huge for me, replays were not huge for me, but nor was even the queue, because I play a lot of tank, so the While You Wait feature didn't really affect me that much. But outside of that, I did really enjoy the heroes. I enjoyed the mini events that came out. Of course, the regular events were a bit boring as usual. I love the story that we've seen this year, and overall, I've just enjoyed the year. So have you guys as well? Feel free to tell me in the comment section down below. Also, my Discord server is open as well if you want to tell me there. But as always, thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Go follow me on all my socials. Keep up to date with me on my channel. Go to my Discord, join the conversation. And go to my Patreon if you feel like supporting me. This is EmeraldAvengerG. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Peace out.